Countdown is on to St. Patrick's Day. 3 days if you count today, until the day we are all a bit Irish. Joining me on the morning show, somebody to help you make sure when you talk about enjoying a taste of the Irish, it's a great taste. Irish mixologist Gillian Murphy from Tullamore D.E.W. Has it really been a year since we last talked?
Can you believe it? What a quick year it's been. But thankfully this year we're able to get out and about a little bit more safely. So perhaps maybe enjoying St. Patrick's Day even a little bit more than last year.
Absolutely. So you know a thing about, well, a thing or two about traditional Irish libations, and you're going to use the second largest Irish whiskey in the world as your mixer here. What are you going to start off with? How about a little Irish coffee?
I would love to make an Irish coffee. It is bright and early this morning, so I thought no better way to start off St. Patrick's week than by making a tasty Irish coffee the traditional way. So firstly, you're going to notice that I'm having a preheat glass here because, of course, there's nothing better than a very hot Irish coffee. You can't be serving it lukewarm. So the first ingredient I'm going to put in here is 2 cubes of brown demerara sugar right into the glass. And then I'm going to top that up with about 6 parts coffee. So I'm using a strongly brewed coffee here. So you definitely want to make sure that you've got something great quality and nice and strong. And then I'm going to give it a mix. And then what we're going to do is the most important ingredient, in my opinion, is of course the Irish whiskey. So today we are using Tullamore D.E.W Irish whiskey, which is the world's most popular, least famous Irish whiskey. As you said, we're the second best-selling Irish whiskey in the world, but a lot of people haven't heard of us. So we're on a mission to get our name out there a little bit more and make it a little bit more famous this St. Patrick's Day. So I put about 2 parts of the Tullamore D.E.W into my glass, and now the most fun and tricky part is the freshly whipped cream. So I've got double cream in here, and it's been lightly whipped. So you want to make sure that it still has the pouring consistency. It's not too thick and it's not too thin. So I'm going to heat up the back of my spoon by just dipping it into my hot coffee. And then I'm going to pour the cream over the back of the spoon, and it should just sit nicely on top.
Oh, I wish I could have that right now, but I've got to work. Hey, I want to make a cocktail too, but before we do that, how about a little St. Patrick's Day fact or fiction quiz here. So St. Patrick is synonymous with the color green, but in fact he wore robes of a different color. So what color beside green was it?
It was blue.
It was. And also, people think that St. Patrick was born in Ireland, but it's not. It was?
It was Wales, actually. So even though he is associated with Ireland and synonymous with our lovely green country, he was in fact from Wales.
So you can amaze your friends with that bit of trivia. Okay, let's do a quick cocktail.
Perfect. I just have the Irish coffee prepared for you folks this morning, but I can definitely talk you through some very simple other cocktails for this St. Patrick's Day. So you can go to tullamore.com and get a full breakdown of exactly what we're going to, the ingredients and method.
Well, just tell me a mixer.
Okay, so a very, very easy one is a Tullamore D.E.W mule, which is simply Tullamore D.E.W, lime juice, and ginger beer. And another one, which is very, very tasty and easy to make, is called the green machine. And that's just Tullamore D.E.W and a fresh pressed green apple.
I love it. Can we do a little more fact or fiction?
Let's do it. I have a good one for you, which you mightn't be aware of.
Okay,
so is it St. Paddy's Day with 2 D's or St. Patty's Day with 2 T's?
Huh. I'm going to go with 2 T's.
Incorrect. Oh. So it's actually St. Paddy's Day with 2 D's. So Patty with the T is a meat patty, and Paddy with the D is the saint. And at Tullamore D.E.W, we've actually teamed up with celebrity butcher Pat LaFrida this year to teach the nation a tasty spelling lesson and to hopefully get Americans saying it the correct way once and for all. So you can go on to lafrida.com and buy the St. Paddy's Day patty, which is designed by Pat himself with flavors of Tullamore D.E.W incorporated in there.
All right, let me do one more. The very first St. Patrick's Day parade, you would assume it would take place in Ireland, but it didn't. It took place here in the United States. So where and when?
So it was in Boston, and it was actually in the 1700s, which is shocking because you guys in the States began celebrating St. Patrick's Day even before we did in Ireland. So you guys sure do know how to celebrate it properly.
Yeah, and the largest St. Patrick's Day parade is actually just up the interstate from us. What city comes in second when it comes to big parades?
Yes, so the largest St. Patrick's Day parade is in New York, but the second biggest is in Savannah, Georgia. And it gets about 300,000 guests per year, which is pretty surprising. You'd think that the likes of Boston or Chicago would trump a smaller city than Savannah, but no.
And it's fun because they dye the river green each year. And like you said, this year, everybody can get together because, well, when it comes to the pandemic, things are settled down. So if people want to get some great recipes, it's TullamoreD.com. Gillian, always great to talk with you, and have a great St. Patty's with 2 Ds holiday. Stay safe.